we reignited so many deals that we lost before. So like that's people ask about some things like, sorry, we don't have that yet. We'll plus one the feature for you. Our customers are so surprised that when they actually get an email saying, oh, yeah, you ask about something, you place your upvote on that, and here you go. The something we released yesterday, they just get blown away by that. And I think it's super cool. It just helps to build a real good internal business case for working on feature A versus feature B and versus 100 other features. It's basically like seeing the future. Or the other way to put it, now we know how to print money. And that crystal ball is ProdCamp. My name is Mike Walters. I'm the president of and co-founder of Action1. Action1 is a patch management company. Essentially, we help our customers to better their security posture by automating patch management and vulnerability management in their environments. I'm an engineer by trade, but I've had a lot of different roles, and this is not my first company. Prior to Action1, we had another company called Netrix, which is a data security company, very successful business, exited that company. And then this is our new company. We're doing everything right, including product management, because it's a new company, but tremendous amount of feedback. I used to have a spreadsheet with recording feedback. And once I realized that the amount is just overwhelming and don't have a good grasp, many people requested feature A versus feature B and feature C. And then I started looking at ways to automate it, including trying to improve my spreadsheet, which I realized, no, that's not the right way of doing this. So I looked at a few tools available. Some of them was just overkill. Some of that was just a lot of homegrown solutions. I wanted something out of the box, simple to use, and something that just works, right? So this is how I found ProdCamp. I started using that. I was pretty much immediately able to understand the basics of it, started using that. I would categorize it as two major impacts that we have. So one is the ability to reignite, go back to any deals that we lost in the past due to this upvote / subscription feature. So when you upvote, your email gets added to the mailing list for just that feature, right? It's like we're reading your mind. So you asked about something, okay, here you go. You got it. The measurable impact on that is, I can remember at least a few dozen deals, probably. One of the biggest was over $40,000 of annual recurring revenue deal that we closed. We went back. So they purchased a competing solution, right, which had something that we did not have. We did everything else much better than them, but that feature in particular was highly important. So they went with our competitor. 6 months later, we created that feature. So I said that checkbox and ProdCamp released. They got an email, and they almost immediately started looking. They went back to look at what Action1 has now. And we're so happy to see that it is a perfect solution because now it has everything and had before, as well as this new thing that they just created. They sent us an email telling us that they have it now. Perfect. They canceled the competitive subscription and started using Action1 and generated revenue. So that's a really great example. The other impact, which is an even greater potential, is now we are able to tell exactly what we need to do in order to generate revenue, right? So each feature you create in ProdCamp has a dollar revenue potential, right? So a few days ago, I spoke with my engineering team, and they asked, guys, you don't have that feature. Can you finally have it? So I go to ProdCamp, open that feature. So that feature only has 5 or 6 upvotes. Then I open the features tab, which is by default sorted by the revenue potential. And I tell them, okay, here's the top 10 features. If we could implement them tomorrow, the revenue potential is $20 million. And now you're talking about that one that only 6 people asked about, and that one is only $15,000. Are you telling me that we have to switch on to something that has $15,000 revenue potential and not do something that's associated with the $20 million potential? I mean, the answer was obvious. They immediately agreed. Okay, Mike, you're right. It just helps to build a real good internal business case for working on feature A versus feature B and versus 100 other features, because now we know exactly. It's basically like seeing the future. Or the other way to put it, now we know how to print money. And that crystal ball is ProdCamp. I pick two. The number one is the ability to associate users' email with the feature, right? So that you track, kind of have this one-to-many relationship feature, all the emails of people who have asked about it. This is one. And number two is the dollar weight of a feature. These are two critical things that differentiate ProdCamp. We started using, 3 years ago? I know you guys drink your own champagne. You use your public roadmap feature extensively too. So yeah, I upvoted the number of those and asked about a number of things. And same thing, actually, the feature you asked about is now available. It's like, wow, this is perfect. I get to use that right away. It's essential. Yeah, it's like you have to sign up your customer, but to keep them happy, the product has to evolve, because your competition, they're doing the same as we speak, right? So any kind of product could benefit from that, but SaaS primarily. The good thing about ProdCamp is the actual user of the product looks at the roadmap, votes for the feature, makes a suggestion. That's the friction-free. This entirely feedback just flows, and that's how you want it, right? It's a business decision-making tool, right? So it ties to everything. It ties our product decisions with marketing and sales. It's in the middle of everything. And I never expected it to be that way, but you need a reliable tool to make all of your product development decisions. This tool is ProdCamp.